Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Have you ever wondered if there's a hidden fortune in your pocket change or an old collection gathering dust? Today, we're diving into the incredible world of ultra-rare US coins. Some of these coins are worth millions, and each one carries a story of history, mystery, and unimaginable value. Make sure to watch till the end because the number one coin on this list might just blow your mind. Let's get started. Today, we're diving into a fascinating coin that has collectors buzzing, the 1973 Washington $quarter coin. This seemingly ordinary coin is anything but ordinary. It's a piece of history, and its value might just shock you. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this coin is so special and why its current market value can reach up to $400. So, let's get started. History of the Washington quarter. First, let's talk about the Washington quarter itself. The Washington quarter was introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first President of the United States. Designed by sculptor John Flanagan, the quarter has become one of the most recognizable coins in American currency. The design features a profile of Washington on the obverse side, with the reverse showcasing an eagle with outstretched wings. Over the years, the design has seen some modifications, but the 1973 Washington quarter retains the classic look. Now, the 1973 quarter was part of the regular circulating coins produced by the U.S. Mint. What makes this coin so fascinating is its place in history. By 1973, the United States had already transitioned from using silver in quarters to a clad composition, which combines copper and nickel. The shift was due to the rising cost of silver in the 1960s, making it unsustainable for use in everyday coins. However, even though the 1973 quarter is not made of silver, it holds significant value for collectors. Let's find out why. So, what's so special about the 1973 Washington quarter? While millions of these coins were minted, certain factors make some of them highly valuable. First, condition plays a crucial role. Coins that have been preserved in pristine condition, known as mint state or uncirculated coins, can fetch a premium. These coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC. A 1973 quarter in top-notch condition can command a much higher price than one that's been heavily circulated. Second, errors and variations add to the intrigue. Error coins are highly sought after by collectors because they are rare and unique. Examples include double dies, off-center strikes, and planchet errors. If you happen to find a 1973 quarter with any of these errors, its value could skyrocket. Lastly, the historical and nostalgic appeal of the coin plays a role. For many people, coins from the 1970s evoke memories of a different era, making them more desirable to certain collectors. Current market value. Now let's talk money. The current market value of the 1973 Washington quarter can vary widely depending on its condition and rarity. In circulated condition, these quarters are generally worth their face value, 25 cents. However, in uncirculated or mint state condition, they can fetch prices ranging from $5 to $30 or more. If the coin is professionally graded and achieves a high score, such as MS-65 or higher, it could sell for upwards of $100. And here's the kicker. Certain rare era coins from 1973 have been known to sell for hundreds of dollars at auction. For example, a 1973 quarter with a significant minting error could be valued at $400 or even higher. This is why it's so important to carefully examine your coins. You never know what you might have. How to spot a valuable 1973 quarter? So, how can you tell if your 1973 quarter is valuable? First, take a close look at its condition. Does it have minimal wear and tear? Are the details on Washington's face and the eagle's feathers sharp and well-defined? If so, you might have a coin in excellent condition. Next, check for any errors. Use a magnifying glass to look for double dies, off-center strikes, or any other unusual features. Pay close attention to the date, mint mark, and lettering on the coin. Even small anomalies can make a big difference in value. Finally, consider getting your coin professionally graded. While grading does come with a cost, it can significantly increase the coin's market value if it receives a high score. Tips for collectors and enthusiasts. If you're a coin collector or just starting out, here are some tips to help you on your journey. First, always handle coins carefully. Use gloves to avoid leaving fingerprints, and store your coins in protective holders to prevent damage. Second, educate yourself about the coins you're collecting. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to spot valuable coins. Join online forums, watch videos, and read books about coin collecting. Lastly, keep an eye on the market. Coin values can fluctuate based on demand, so staying informed can help you make smart decisions when buying or selling coins. There you have it, folks. The 1973 Washington quarter may seem like just another coin, but as we've learned today, it holds the potential to be worth much more than its face value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone curious about the change in your pocket, this coin is a fascinating piece of history that's worth looking into. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to your channel name for more exciting content about valuable coins. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you've got a 1973 Washington quarter or any other interesting coins, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're talking about a coin that many of you might have overlooked, the 1980 Lincoln 1-cent coin. What if I told you that this little penny could be worth a whopping $1,000 in today's market? Stick around, because we're diving into its fascinating history, what makes it so valuable, and how you can check if you've got one of these in your collection. Let's start with the basics. The 1980 Lincoln 1-cent coin was struck at 3 mints: the Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, and San Francisco Mint. The majority of these pennies were made of copper-coated zinc, transitioning from the mostly copper coins of earlier years. Over 7.4 billion were minted at the Philadelphia Mint alone, with billions more at Denver and San Francisco. So, how does a coin that was minted in such huge numbers suddenly become valuable? The answer lies in a few key factors: condition, rarity, errors, and collector demand. While billions were produced, very few 1980 Lincoln cents survive today in pristine, uncirculated condition. Most pennies from this era went straight into circulation and picked up wear and tear over the years. Historical significance of the 1980 Lincoln cent. Now, let's zoom out for a moment and talk about why 1980 was such an important year for the Lincoln cent. It was a time of economic challenges, with inflation rates soaring and the value of the penny itself being questioned. Copper prices were rising, leading to the U.S. Mint's decision just 2 years later, in 1982, to switch to a zinc core with a thin copper plating. The 1980 penny is one of the last to feature the nearly 95% copper composition, making it particularly nostalgic and historically significant for collectors. What makes the 1980 penny worth $1,000? Alright, so let's get to the part you've been waiting for. Why is the 1980 Lincoln cent worth so much? Well, it all boils down to these factors: condition. Coins graded MS65 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC are highly sought after. An MS65 coin shows no wear, has sharp details, and only minor imperfections visible under magnification. These top-tier coins can fetch upwards of $1,000 in auctions. Error coins. Some 1980 pennies feature rare minting errors like double die obverse, DDO, where the lettering appears doubled, or off-center strikes, where the design is not properly aligned. These errors are like golden tickets for collectors and can significantly boost the value of your coin. Copper content. With its higher copper composition, the 1980 penny also holds intrinsic value as a relic of an era before the switch to cheaper materials. Though melting coins is illegal, the appeal of a nearly pure copper penny can't be ignored by enthusiasts. How to identify a valuable 1980 Lincoln cent? If you've got a 1980 penny lying around, here's how to check if it's worth big bucks. Step 1. Look at the overall condition. Is it shiny with no visible scratches or dents? Step 2. Check for any mint marks. The D represents Denver, and the S represents San Francisco. No mint mark? That's from Philadelphia. All of them can be valuable, but errors and high grades are key. Step 3. Use a magnifying glass or a microscope to look for doubling on the date or the word Liberty. Any signs of doubling could mean you've hit the jackpot. Step 4. Weigh your penny. A copper penny should weigh about 3.11 grams. Anything lighter might be a rare transitional coin. Recent sales and current market value, seen, auction footage or screenshots of recent penny sales, host. So, how much are collectors actually paying for the 1980 Lincoln cent? Here's the latest. An MS-65 graded 1980 penny recently sold at auction for $900, and other near-perfect specimens have crossed the $1,000 mark. Even coins with minor errors, like an off-center strike, have fetched anywhere from $150 to $800. The key is getting your coin professionally graded. That little certification sticker from PCGS or NGC makes all the difference. Tips for collectors and sellers. Here's some advice if you're looking to sell or collect 1980 pennies. Protect your coins. Use coin flips or holders to keep your pennies in top condition. Get them graded. A professionally graded coin will always fetch a higher price. Do your research. Check out online auction sites like eBay or Heritage Auctions to get a sense of current market trends. Network with collectors. Join coin forums or Facebook groups to connect with other enthusiasts who might be interested in buying or trading. And there you have it, the 1980 Lincoln 1-cent coin, a small piece of history with a big price tag. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this is proof that even the smallest coin can hold incredible value. So, go check your piggy banks, jars, and drawers. You might be sitting on a $1,000 treasure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest coin discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Hey, coin lovers and treasure hunters! Welcome back to the channel where we uncover the hidden gems in your coin collection. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating piece of history, the 1982 D Washington $quarter coin. Did you know this coin could fetch up to $700 in today's market? Yep, that's right. Stick around, because we're breaking down everything you need to know: its history, what makes it valuable, and how you can identify one in your pocket change. Let's get started. The history of the Washington quarter. First, let's rewind the clock a bit and talk about the Washington quarter itself. Introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, this coin replaced the standing Liberty quarter design. John Flanagan's profile of Washington has become an iconic image on U.S. coinage, gracing the quarter for decades. But what about the 1982 D specifically? Well, the 1982 coins came during an interesting time in American minting history. The U.S. Mint was facing budget constraints, and, as a result, no proof sets or uncirculated coin sets were issued that year. This has made 1982 quarters, especially those in top condition, highly sought after by collectors today. Why is the 1982 D Washington quarter valuable? Alright, so why is this coin worth so much? Let's break it down. Point 1. Mintmark matters. The D mintmark signifies that the coin was minted in Denver. Coins from Denver have unique characteristics compared to their counterparts from Philadelphia. Point 2. No proof sets. As I mentioned earlier, the lack of official mint sets in 1982 means fewer high-grade examples exist. This scarcity increases demand among collectors. Point 3. Condition is king. For a 1982 D quarter to reach its top value of $700, it must be in mint state, with minimal wear and tear. Grading agencies like PCGS and NGC assign a grade on a 70-point scale, and coins graded MS-65 or higher command premium prices. Point 4. Metal composition. Unlike earlier quarters, which contained silver, the 1982 D is made of copper nickel clad. While it doesn't have intrinsic metal value, its rarity and historical significance make it valuable. How to spot a valuable 1982 D quarter. Now, let's talk about how to identify if you have a treasure in your collection. Magnifying glass tilted left. Step 1. Check the mint mark. Look for the small d on the obverse side of the coin, right next to Washington's ponytail. Magnifying glass tilted left. Step 2. Inspect the condition. Use a magnifying glass to check for scratches, dents, or discoloration. The fewer imperfections, the higher the value. Magnifying glass tilted left. Step 3. Look for errors. Error coins can significantly increase the value. Common errors include off-center strikes, doubled dies, or missing elements. Pro tip: if you think you have a high-grade or error coin, consider getting it professionally graded. The certification can dramatically boost its market value. The current market value. Now, let's talk numbers. The 1982 D Washington quarter has a current market value of up to $700. Here's a quick breakdown. Circulated condition. These coins are usually worth face value unless they have unique errors. Uncirculated condition. MS63, MS64 values range from $50 to $300. High-grade coins. MS65, MS67. This is where the magic happens, with prices climbing up to $700. Keep in mind that the coin market is dynamic, so values can fluctuate based on demand and recent auction results. Speaking of auctions, a pristine 1982 D quarter sold for $700 at a recent event, proving that these coins are still hot commodities. Tips for finding and preserving a 1982 D quarter. So, how can you find one of these valuable quarters? White heavy check mark. Check your change. Don't underestimate pocket change. Many collectors have stumbled upon treasures without realizing it. White heavy check mark. Search rolls. Visit your bank and ask for rolls of quarters to search through. White heavy check mark. Attend coin shows. These events are a goldmine for rare finds and expert advice. Once you've found a potential gem, proper storage is key. Use coin flips, holders, or albums to protect your quarter from environmental damage. And remember, never clean a coin. It can lower its value. Final thoughts. To wrap things up, the 1982 D Washington quarter is a perfect example of how everyday coins can hold incredible value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, this coin is definitely one to look out for. Have you ever come across a 1982 D quarter? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more coin collecting tips and stories. Who knows? Your next big find could be hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy hunting! Welcome back to Coin Collector's Haven, the ultimate channel for uncovering rare and valuable coins hiding right in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1982 P. Jefferson nickel, a 5-cent coin that has collectors buzzing and can fetch up to $900 on the current market. That's right, a humble nickel worth hundreds of dollars. Stick around because we'll cover its history, unique features, why it's so valuable, and how you can identify one of these treasures for yourself. To understand the significance of the 1982 P. Jefferson nickel, we first need to take a step back into the early 1980s. The 1980s were a transformative time for the U.S. Mint. The nation was grappling with economic challenges, rising inflation, and a fluctuating demand for coinage. In the midst of this, the Philadelphia Mint, designated by the P Mint mark, was working tirelessly to meet the production demands for nickels and other coins. In 1982, the U.S. Mint produced over 10 million Jefferson nickels in Philadelphia, but not all of these coins were created equal. Due to high-speed production, a few nickels emerged with unique characteristics that made them stand out. These anomalies are the reason the 1982 P. Jefferson nickel is now so sought after by collectors. Now, let's talk about what makes this coin so special. First off, one of the main reasons for its high value lies in its errors and varieties. During the minting process in 1982, some coins were struck with incomplete details, particularly in Jefferson's portrait and the Monticello building on the reverse. These errors were likely caused by worn dies or misaligned strikes. Collectors love these imperfections because they're rare and tell a story about the coin's production process. Coins with these errors are often referred to as dyed varieties and can significantly increase the value of an otherwise ordinary nickel. Next, condition matters. The value of a 1982 P nickel depends heavily on its condition. graded on a scale from poor P1 to mint state MS70. A coin in pristine, uncirculated condition, with sharp details, no scratches, and original luster, can fetch the highest prices. In fact, some collectors have paid up to $900 for an MS65 graded 1982 P. Jefferson nickel. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1982 P nickel? Here's what to look for: the mint mark. Flip your nickel to the obverse side. Just to the right of Jefferson's portrait, you'll find the mint mark P for Philadelphia. If the coin is missing a mint mark, it could be from a different mint or a rare error variety. Die errors. Examine the details on Jefferson's hair and the Monticello. Are they incomplete, doubled, or blurry? These could be signs of valuable minting errors. Condition. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin's surface. Does it still have its original shine? Are there any dents or scratches? These factors can make or break the coin's value. But that's not all. The 1982 P. Jefferson nickel also has an interesting backstory that adds to its appeal. This was one of the years when the U.S. Mint transitioned to using more cost-effective materials for coins, making this particular nickel part of a historical shift in U.S. coinage. For context, earlier Jefferson nickels were composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, a composition that remains to this day. But during the early 1980s, there were discussions about alternative materials due to rising metal costs. Although these changes didn't directly affect the 1982 P nickel's composition, they do place it in an era of significant change. So, where can you sell a 1982 P nickel if you find one? High-value coins like this are typically sold at specialized coin auctions or through online marketplaces like eBay. Make sure to get your coin authenticated and graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC before listing it for sale. This will maximize your chances of getting top dollar for your find. In conclusion, the 1982 P. Jefferson nickel is a remarkable piece of American coinage history. Whether it's the unique minting errors, the historical context, or the thrill of finding one in your pocket change, this nickel has it all. And with a current market value of up to $900, it's worth taking a closer look at your change jar tonight. Who knows? You might be holding a small fortune in your hands. Thanks for joining me on this exciting journey into the world of rare coins. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another treasure hunt. Until next time, happy collecting. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1982 Lincoln 1-cent coin, a seemingly ordinary penny that could be hiding extraordinary value. Believe it or not, some of these coins are worth up to $2,000 on the current market. So, grab your magnifying glass and let's uncover the secrets behind this treasure. To understand why the 1982 Lincoln cent is so special, we need to rewind to the early 1980s. The United States was facing rising inflation, and the cost of producing pennies was becoming a problem. At the time, pennies were made primarily of copper, but copper prices had skyrocketed. In response, the U.S. Mint made a critical decision. They would transition the penny from a primarily copper composition to a zinc core coated with a thin layer of copper. This change took place in 1982, but here's the twist: the transition wasn't immediate. Both copper and zinc versions of the penny were struck that year, leading to a mix of compositions. To add to the complexity, the U.S. Mint produced the coins at 3 different facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, resulting in multiple varieties of the 1982 penny. So, what makes the 1982 Lincoln cent so valuable? First, it's all about rarity. There are several varieties of the 1982 penny based on composition, copper or zinc, mint mark, or lack thereof, and the size of the date on the coin. That's right, even the size of the date can make a difference. The 1982 pennies come in large date and small date varieties. Collectors are especially on the hunt for the 1982D small date penny struck in copper. This particular variety is extremely rare, with only a few confirmed examples. In fact, in 2017, one of these pennies sold at auction for over $18,000. While most 1982 pennies won't fetch quite that much, even more common varieties in pristine condition can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Here's a quick breakdown of the key varieties and their potential value. 1982 Large Date Copper, up to $50 in mint condition. 1982 Large Date Zinc, up to $25 in mint condition. 1982 Small Date Copper, up to $500 in mint condition. 1982 Small Date Zinc, up to $100 in mint condition. 1982 D Large Date Copper, up to $200 in mint condition. 1982 D Large Date Zinc, up to $50 in mint condition. 1982 D Small Date Copper, the Holy Grail, up to $2,000 or more depending on condition. So, how can you tell if your 1982 penny is one of these valuable varieties? First, you'll need a good magnifying glass or coin loupe to examine the date and mint mark. Then, to determine if your penny is copper or zinc, you can use the weigh test. A copper penny will weigh about 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs only 2.5 grams. You'll need a precise scale for this. If you find a 1982 D small date penny that weighs 3.11 grams, congratulations! You may have struck gold, or in this case, copper. Now, let's talk about the current market value. While the most common 1982 pennies might only be worth face value, the rarer varieties can fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars at auction. As of today, the 1982 D small date copper penny is valued at around $2,000 in top condition. And remember, prices can fluctuate based on demand and the coin's condition, so it's always a good idea to get your coins professionally graded if you suspect you have something valuable. Choose a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Clean your coin carefully to avoid damage. Store it in a protective holder to maintain its condition. Grading can make a big difference in the value of your coin, so it's worth the investment if you believe you have a rare variety. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1982 Lincoln cent. Who knew a humble penny could hold so much history and value? If you've got a jar of old coins lying around, it might be time to start digging. Who knows? You could be sitting on a small fortune. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more coin collecting tips and treasure hunting stories. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Welcome back to our channel, the place where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that might be hiding in your collection, or maybe even in an old piggy bank, the 1983 Lincoln 1-cent coin. Believe it or not, this penny could be worth a lot more than just 1 cent. How much, you ask? Try $3,000 in today's market. That's right, this humble little penny could fetch thousands. So, let's explore why it's so valuable, its fascinating history, and what makes it a prize find for collectors. 1983 Lincoln penny, value, history, and why it's worth big money. First, let's take a trip back in time to understand the context of the 1983 Lincoln penny. By 1983, the United States Mint had made a significant change to the composition of pennies. Prior to 1982, pennies were primarily made of 95% copper, with the remaining 5% being zinc and other materials. But rising copper prices led to a dramatic shift. From mid-1982 onward, pennies were made of a zinc core coated with a thin layer of copper. This switch was intended to save costs, as copper had become too expensive to use in large quantities. This composition change might seem minor, but it set the stage for some fascinating errors and anomalies. One of the most famous is the 1983 Lincoln penny. So, what exactly makes the 1983 penny so special? Why the 1983 Lincoln penny is special? The value of the 1983 Lincoln penny lies in two key factors: minting errors and its historical significance. Let's start with the errors. In 1983, a few pennies were accidentally struck on copper planchets left over from the pre-1982 era. These planchets, instead of being zinc-based, contain 95% copper. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare copper pennies, you could be sitting on a small fortune. In fact, one such penny sold at auction for over $10,000. Another intriguing feature collectors look for is the famous double die variety. The 1983 Lincoln penny double die error occurs when the design details, such as the lettering or Lincoln's portrait, appear doubled. This happens due to a misalignment during the die-making process. If you spot a 1983 penny with doubling, particularly on the reverse side where 1 cent and e pluribus unum are located, you've struck gold, or in this case, copper. How to identify a rare 1983 penny. Now, let's talk about how you can identify whether your 1983 penny is worth $3,000 or just 1 cent. First, you'll need a good magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to examine your coin closely. Check the reverse side for signs of doubling, particularly on the words 1 cent, United States of America, and e pluribus unum. If you see doubling, congratulations, you may have found a double die error. Next, weigh your penny. A regular 1983 penny made of zinc weighs about 2.5 grams. However, a 1983 penny struck on a copper planchet will weigh around 3.1 grams. If you suspect you have a copper penny, consider having it authenticated by a professional coin grading service, such as PCGS or NGC. Market value of the 1983 Lincoln penny. Now, let's talk about the current market value. A typical 1983 Lincoln penny in circulated condition is worth its face value of 1 cent. But if you have a double die error or one of the rare copper planchet pennies, you're looking at a coin worth anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000, depending on its condition. Coins in mint state or those professionally graded can fetch even higher prices. In recent years, these rare 1983 pennies have been highly sought after by collectors. Auctions have seen intense bidding wars, with prices climbing as collectors vie for these elusive treasures. Tips for finding rare pennies. So, how can you find one of these valuable 1983 pennies? Here are some tips. First, check your pocket change. You never know what might be lurking in your everyday transactions. Second, search through old coin jars or piggy banks. Third, visit local coin shops or attend coin shows. Sometimes, these hidden gems can slip through the cracks. And don't forget to ask family members if they have any old coin collections gathering dust. Many rare finds have come from grandparents' or parents' collections. Conclusion: is the 1983 Lincoln penny in your collection? The 1983 Lincoln penny is a prime example of how a simple coin can hold incredible value and fascinating history. Whether it's a copper planchet error, a double die variety, or just a regular penny with a story, this coin is a true treasure. So, what are you waiting for? Start checking your change in your collections. Who knows, you might just strike it rich. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and discoveries. Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a valuable coin or what's in your collection. Until next time, happy hunting. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, and this episode is all about the 1984 Lincoln 1-cent coin. You'll be amazed by the history, the unique features, and of course, its surprising value in today's market. Stick around because this coin could be worth up to $4,000. Let's get into it. Alright, let's start with a bit of history about the Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin has been an enduring symbol of American culture and history. Over the decades, it has seen several design changes, but Lincoln's portrait has remained a constant. Fast forward to 1984, and we find ourselves in an era when coin production was reaching new heights. The 1984 Lincoln cent was struck at two primary mints, Philadelphia and Denver. However, what makes the 1984 cent fascinating isn't just its production numbers, it's the errors and unique varieties that have collectors buzzing to this day. What makes the 1984 Lincoln cent special? So, what makes the 1984 Lincoln 1-cent coin so special? Well, there's one key factor: the double die obverse variety. This is a type of minting error where certain parts of the design appear doubled. For the 1984 Lincoln cent, The doubling is most noticeable on Lincoln's ear and the lettering, particularly on the word liberty and the motto "In God We Trust." These double die errors occurred due to a misalignment during the die production process, and they're incredibly rare. Coins with this error are highly sought after because they're unique and represent a moment of imperfection in an otherwise precise minting process. Current market value. Alright, let's talk about the money. The current market value of the 1984 Lincoln cent. If you happen to have a regular 1984 penny without any errors, it's worth exactly 1 cent. However, if you're lucky enough to find the doubled die obverse variety, you could be sitting on a small fortune. In average circulated condition, these coins can fetch around $100 to $300. But if your coin is in pristine, uncirculated condition, its value can skyrocket to as much as $4,000. That's right, a single penny could be worth more than some people's monthly rent. The condition of the coin is crucial here. Collectors look for coins with minimal wear and strong, clear doubling. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC tend to fetch the highest prices, so getting your coin professionally evaluated can make a big difference. How to identify the 1984 doubled die obverse. Now, let's go over how you can identify this valuable coin in your own collection. Start by grabbing a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Look closely at Lincoln's ear. If you notice what appears to be a second ear, that's a strong indicator of the doubled die error. Next, check the word Liberty on the left side of the coin. If the letters look thicker than usual or slightly doubled, you've got something special. Finally, inspect the phrase "In God We Trust." If the lettering shows signs of doubling, it's time to celebrate. If you're unsure, you can always consult a coin expert or send your coin to a grading service. These professionals have the tools and expertise to confirm whether your penny is the doubled die obverse variety. Why are these coins so valuable? You might be wondering, why are these coins worth so much? Well, it all comes down to rarity and demand. The 1984 doubled die obverse Lincoln cent is one of those rare finds that captures the imagination of collectors. Since not many of these errors were produced, they're considered scarce. On top of that, Lincoln cents are some of the most widely collected coins in the United States. Collectors love hunting for unique varieties, and the 1984 double die error is a crown jewel for any collection. As long as collectors remain interested, the value of these coins will likely continue to rise. How to find a 1984 Lincoln cent? If you're ready to start hunting for this valuable penny, there are a few places you can look. First, check your loose change. While finding a 1984 double die obverse in circulation is extremely rare, it's not impossible. You can also visit local coin shops or attend coin shows. Dealers often have error coins for sale, and you might be able to spot a good deal. Online marketplaces like eBay are another option, but make sure to buy from reputable sellers and ask for clear photos of the coin before making a purchase. If you're lucky enough to find a 1984 double die obverse Lincoln cent, you'll want to preserve it properly. Avoid cleaning the coin, as this can reduce its value. Instead, store it in a protective holder or coin flip to prevent scratches and exposure to the elements. Keep it in a cool, dry place and handle it by the edges to avoid leaving fingerprints. Proper preservation can help maintain the coin's condition and maximize its value over time. And that's the story of the 1984 Lincoln 1 cent coin. From its rich history to its incredible value, this little penny is proof that treasures can come in small packages. So, start checking your change and hunting through your collection. You never know what you might find. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin stories. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Hello, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters! Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the hidden gems in your pocket change. Today, we're diving into a coin that might just blow your mind, the 2013 Lincoln 1 cent coin. Yes, you heard that right. This seemingly ordinary penny could be worth a whopping $4,000 in today's market. So, grab your magnifying glasses and let's explore the fascinating history, rarity, and value of this incredible coin. A quick history of the Lincoln cent. Before we dive into the specifics of the 2013 Lincoln 1-cent coin, let's take a step back and appreciate the legacy of the Lincoln penny. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, this coin marked the first time a U.S. president's portrait appeared on circulating currency. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent has seen various changes over the decades, from the wheat reverse, 1909 to 1958, to the memorial reverse, 1959 to 2008, and finally, the shield reverse introduced in 2010. The 2013 penny features the shield reverse, symbolizing unity and strength. But what makes this coin so valuable? Let's find out. What makes the 2013 Lincoln cent special? At first glance, the 2013 Lincoln cent might look like just another penny. But certain factors make it a true treasure. First and foremost, it's all about errors and rare varieties. Coins with minting mistakes are like gold to collectors. These errors can include die cracks or cuds, imperfections caused by damaged dies. Off-center strikes, when the design is misaligned during minting, doubled dies, a fascinating error where the coin's design appears doubled. If your 2013 penny has one of these errors, it could be worth thousands. Market value and record sales. Now, let's talk about the money, the current market value of the 2013 Lincoln cent. In pristine condition, graded as MS68 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, these coins have fetched up to $4,000 at auction. Why? Because high-grade coins with perfect details are incredibly rare. Most pennies in circulation show wear and tear, so finding one in mint condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. But remember, even coins with minor errors or lower grades can still bring in hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So, it's worth checking your spare change carefully. How to identify and preserve valuable coins. If you're serious about coin collecting or just want to see if your 2013 penny is valuable, here are some tips. Examine closely. Use a magnifying glass or loupe to inspect your coin for errors and mint marks. Check the grade. Submit your coin to a professional grading service for an official evaluation. Handle with care. Always use gloves when handling coins to avoid oils and scratches. Store properly. Keep your coins in a cool, dry place, preferably in a coin album or protective case. Taking these steps will not only preserve the value of your coins but could also turn your collection into a long-term investment. The 2013 penny in pop culture and collector circles. The 2013 Lincoln cent has become somewhat of a celebrity in the coin collecting community. Its unique errors and high market value have made it a favorite topic among enthusiasts. Some collectors even specialize in modern era coins, making this penny a must-have for their collections. So, if you're lucky enough to find one, you're holding a piece of history and a valuable collectible. And that's the story of the 2013 Lincoln 1-cent coin, a tiny treasure with a big value. Have you checked your pocket change lately? Who knows, you might be sitting on a $4,000 jackpot. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to your channel name for more amazing coin stories. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, happy hunting!